Hello everyone, I'm Haoyang Li. Today, my teammates and I are going to introduce top 10 restaurants in Niagara regional. As we know, there are a lot of restaurants in this area, but those 10 restaurants are the most famous. Every one of them attracts a lot of customers because of their own features. Okay, now I'm going to introduce the first and the second restaurants in this area. The following order of those 10 restaurants is not divided into the front and back. The first restaurant is East Izakaya. The restaurant is close to the St. Catherine bus terminal. You can find it easily if you cross the King Street. This restaurant is a buffet restaurant. Customers use tablets to order food. When people go into the restaurant, you will be surprised the comfortable environment, the relaxing music and the special design of the restaurant makes it become a wonderful place to meet and eat with friends. They provide big tables to meet these situations. I recommend people eat sushi in there. Sushi is their sampled food, like salmon roast sushi and spicy scallop sushi. They do not just have sushi, they also provide other kinds of dishes, for example, sashimi and rolls. About food safety, you don't need to worry about it. They always use fresh ingredients to make their food, so you can enjoy your food without any worry. The second restaurant is the Hot Pot King. The hot pot is the Chinese traditional food, and the Hot Pot King is the only hot pot restaurant in St. Catherine's downtown. And the address of it is 239 St. Paul Street. When guests go into the restaurant, they will see a big Iron Man model in the front of the door, and at the same time, the enthusiastic waiters and waitresses will welcome. People use tablets to order what they want. They include vegetables, meat, and bean products. Besides them, they also provide seafood. There are 3 kinds of soup to choose for the hot pot. They are clear soup, spicy soup, and tomato soup. People also can use the sauce that the restaurant provides to make the seasoning that they like. That's all, thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Green. The third restaurant in the St. Catherine is the Pho Bo restaurant. It is a traditional Vietnam restaurant. I have 3 food in this restaurant I want to recommend. The first one is a special food soup, beef soup with rice noodles. I really like this one. When I came that restaurant, I ordered every time. And the second one is the fried red crab bowl. It's the crab meat is very soft, and you will feel very good for this food. And the third one is a pork and shrimp roast. It's not the spring roast from China, and this one is very delicious. And I want to say the good service for this restaurant. When you came this restaurant, the waiter will came to say hello to you, and they will bring the green tea for the customers. I really like that green tea. Yeah, that's the Vietnam restaurant name, which name is the Pho Double Restaurant. The fourth one I want to introduce a special Chinese restaurant which name Hibachi Cafe. And why it's different for the other Chinese restaurant? Because this restaurant the chef just focus on the Chinese noodle soup, and when you came to the restaurant, the waiter will bring the Chinese flower tea to you. It's the same to the last one, but this tea is very soft, and when I came to the restaurant, when I drink it, I will feel, oh, that's my hometown taste. And in this restaurant, I want to recommend the three food. The first one is the beef soup noodle, and the second one is the lamb soup noodle. And finally, it's not food, it's the drink, like the bean milk is really good. You can choose the original and the iced one. I think I prefer the iced one because when I drink it, I feel, wow, it's fantastic, it's amazing. The fifth one, I want to introduce the Noah Kitchen. It's a traditional Chinese food restaurant, and actually, it's not just for the restaurant, and it's also a bar, and you can eat the traditional Chinese food in there, and you also can drink some beer and alcohol in that restaurant. And it's during some special event, they will have some party in that restaurant, and you can enjoy it, and you also can enjoy it. And for the food, I recommend the one which name is the sweetie pork with brown sauce. This is very good, and it's also a traditional Chinese food. And the other one I want to introduce the spicy chicken. It's really good, and every customers go there, they will order this. I strongly believe this one is a good choice for your birthday party or your some party with your friend.
Hi, my name is Han, and I will recommend your 6, 7, 8 restaurant in the Niagara region. So the 6 is Bung Soup. This is a traditional Korean restaurant located in downtown Saskatchewan. For the most famous dish in the Bung Soup is the Bung Soup. It's same as the name. So the Bung Soup made with pork bone with Korean spicy sauce to become a soup. The meat on the bone is very soft and easy to eat and very delicious because of the Korean sauce. I think when you mix with the rice, it's no word, it's very good. I think there have other Korean restaurant make the same dish, but no good as this one, the Bung Soup. I think they name Bung Soup as their name because they believe they are the first and the best to making it. And then this restaurant still have other dish like the spicy rice cake and deep fried dumpling. It's good, and you should try it, and very good. And I recommend it. The number 7 restaurant is called Dulu Restaurant. It's a traditional Korean restaurant too, but for the Korean barbecue. There have a big difference between Korean barbecue and American barbecue. So the the dish I very like and I recommend is the beef short rib roll. It's different than other short rib. They get less bone and more meat. And then the restaurant do is they sink the short rib in the Korean barbecue sauce to overnight, and then when they cook it, all those flavors and juice is coming out. It's very delicious, and then when you eat it with rice, no word. I don't know how to explain how delicious it is. And they get all kind of pork. You can barbecue it. So I very recommend you try it, and then you will knowledge how big difference between American barbecue and then Korean barbecue. So the number 8 restaurant is called the Great Yard Restaurant. It's a traditional Chinese restaurant, but it's different than the other Chinese restaurant because our dish and the chef is coming from northeast of China. As you know, the food and the way how to cook is have big difference between northeast and west and south of China. So the dish is very unique in this restaurant. Is called pickle lettuce dumpling. That is made with sour lettuce and pork to become a dumpling. It's very local. I eat a lot in my hometown, and then the taste is exactly same as I eat in China. So they have other Chinese food. It's a little bit different than others because the northeast taste, So yeah, you can come to try it, and then you will eat real Chinese food, very local in the Saskatchewan. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Peter Du, and I will introduce number 9 and number 10 Asian restaurant in St. Catharines. Number 9 is Mr. T in Greenwich Avenue. It is a Chinese restaurant with some Chinese snack and drinks, also some Chinese traditional foods. I really recommend the bubble tea and the spicy hot pot, and also the snacks is the fish ball, and beef with brown sauce on the top of the rice. For me, the favorite one is the chocolate bubble tea, and actually it's a really good place to have a meeting with your friend. Like at Friday night, you can have a bubble tea with your friend in Mr. T, and you can also play some table games like poker card. And there's a lot of flavor selection for the bubble tea, like the chocolate or the apple or lemon one. That's all really nice, and you can try it. Hi, the number 10 Asian restaurant is my favorite restaurant. It's IMA Chinese Cuisine. It is in Geneva Street, which got a lot of traditional Chinese food like Beijing duck or duck pork. It is at a really environment inside which got a traditional Chinese style decoration. You can feel the Chinese food culture in here, and also it is a good place to have a family gathering and a friend meeting, even a business talk. And I really recommend the Beijing duck and the traditional Chinese snacks like shrimp dumpling in IMA Chinese Cuisine, because it's all the representative of the Chinese food, but the price of the food is a little bit expensive, so don't always go there to eat. That's the top 10 Asian restaurants in St. Catharines. Actually, all of them are really nice restaurants, and we like them all. So we really recommend you guys to take them. And if you have any questions, just ask us by emails or ask us face to face. So thank you to watch this video, and see you next time.